Hi, and welcome to another episode of Route 10, the show where you will learn so much more of our country Barbados through the parish of St. Philip. I am Darren.
And I'm Vanessa, and we're back at the Crane Resort, home of Route 10. Today we meet soca artist Shaquille Layne. We also meet a businessman by the name of Frank Parris. We meet the Concordia dancers, whose specialty is ballroom dancing, and we're back with our mixologist, Carl Henry, who's going to give us one of his special mixes.
All this on Route 10. Hi, and welcome back to Route 10. Vanessa would have told you earlier we're at the Crane Resort, the second oldest hotel in Barbados, opening their doors in 1887 and home of Route 10. Here to tell us more about the Crane Resort is James Bess. Welcome to Route 10, James.
Hi.
What is your title here and how long have you been working at the Crane Hotel?
My title is Guest Relations Manager. I also act as duty manager when the GM is not on property, and I've been here 8 years.
8 years, well. Can you tell us some of the products the Crane offers in terms of accommodation and dining?
Yes, we have 5 restaurants on property. The Zora restaurant, which is our main fine dining restaurant, and they offer local and international cuisine. You have the Zen restaurant, which is our Thai and Japanese restaurant. The Northfields restaurant, which is our Italian restaurant. We have a restaurant on the beach, which is our Grove restaurant, and there's also the Carriage House as well.
I know of the 1887 bar. Are there any other bars on the resort?
Yes, we have the Carriage House bar as well.
Okay. Now, through the years, our tourism product has been changing. We're in 2016, almost into 2017. What has changed here at the Crane during your time here?
During my time, we've added a number of shops. We created the Crane Village, and we've added a number of shops to the area. We have the general store where guests can purchase provisions for their rooms. We have a fitness center. We also have a kids club. There's a photo studio as well where guests can have memories taken. We also have an art gallery where you can purchase painting for your home. We have 2 outlets on property as well, which is Columbia Emeralds and Cape Shepherd. We've added the Village Cafe. We have our staycation rates, which we offer between the middle of April to the middle of November. And we also do summer specials with our restaurants during the summer period.
All right, great. So there's a lot that the Crane has to offer us, both the local tourists and the international tourists, you would say?
Yes, we do have a lot to offer.
We both know the importance of tourism to Barbados, but can you leave some words of encouragement and some suggestions?
Tourism is very important because it's our top money earner, and for anyone who wants to get in the industry, I would say to have a love for people and love what they're doing. We at the Crane, we try to give every guest an exceptional memorable experience here. So we offer warm and sincere greeting. We look after the guests while they're here. We do all the pros and cons about the island, and we let them know that it's a very safe destination, and they come relax and enjoy their stay, and we look forward to welcome them years and years from now.
Well, great. Well, thank you, James. Thank you. There you have it from the Crane Resort. Opening its doors in 1887, one of the second oldest hotels in the Caribbean, but so much new stuff to offer us. We now go to Vanessa, and the party ain't over. You'll see why.
Yes, Darren, now we get to meet Shaquille, also known as Shaq. He tells us how he got involved in crop over.
I always sang R&B at pageants and concerts. When I was young, I always liked to sing. But in terms of soca, it's probably when I first went to UV and I saw a poster on the guild door saying the UV Calypso competition. Never sang Calypso before, but I just went home and I wrote a song and I entered the competition. That was in 2011, 2012, but I had won that competition, and that's when the soca really started for me. Peter Boyz, his son was at the event that night, and he told his father about me, and I went straight into celebration time that year. And I was doing social commentary then, I sang 2 songs. I didn't make it to the semi-finals, but every night I receive an encore in the tank. For me, I like the fun in social commentary. I like being able to express yourself and sing about things that are happening every day in a funny way, make people laugh. And I find that's my personality too. I always like to have fun and make people laugh. So I guess that came easily to me. The next year, which was in 2013, I was still studying at UWI at the time, so I took a break. And I went to Bushy Park that year, and you know, I said next year I want to be on that stage, you know, and I tell my friends around me that. So in 2014, I went and I did a Party Monarch song entitled Release, and I went straight to Bushy Park that year, surprisingly. Bushy Park, it was a learning experience for sure, something that I would have never experienced before in terms of preparing for an actual event. Normally you just get out of your bed, press your clothes and go to the event and sing, but Bushy Park, you had rehearsals, not only rehearsals with the band, but rehearsals with the dancers and rehearsals with the stage. It was a lot. It was a lot to take in a 2-week period. This song, Highlights, was probably one of my favorite songs in terms of how the project came together and stuff, and working with Darren Bailey and stuff. So this year was a good year. It was a learning experience again for me, because I would have never thought that I would have been still learning even after being in the soca for 4 or 5 years. So this year was another learning experience for me, and something that I could build on and move on for 2017. Well, 2017, you could look forward to seeing Shaquille's name on a lot of songs written for other artists. I've been getting a lot of calls in terms of songwriting, and you can also look out for more than one song for me in 2017, because normally I just do a one song to see how it does, but I intend to, you know, bring out 2 or 3 tracks and, you know, really go for it in 2017, because I've been a little laid back in terms of pushing, but next year for sure, with the feedback that I've got this year from this song, not only here in Barbados but in Trinidad. I actually had some songs to write for artists over in Trinidad for their carnival that I'm working on currently. So, you know, my name is getting out there slowly. So 2017, I intend to go and hit the mark running. Every time I step out to represent St. Philip, knowing all these artists that came out to this parish before. You know, it's not only about me now, it's about the people in the community, it's about the parish. And I gotta make sure that I give my all and, you know, come out with that high quality every time I touch the stage. We celebrating life, high, life. Yo, this is your boy Shaquille, and I'm a proud Philippine.
We move from one positive young man in music to another in business. Meet Frank Parris, owner of Steam Boyz, located in Emerald Park, St. Philip.
I've always been interested in business because my dad is self-employed. So my dream was always to be self-employed as well too. And I started first by going into signage and graphic design. And then from there, I decided to take the money that I would have made and invest it into another segment of business. Well, we offer car washing, that's a staple. We also do valets for cars and SUVs, engine cleaning. We also do polishing. Our specialty really though is in the valets and steaming. We were the first ones in Barbados to offer steaming inside the vehicle, right? Where we were able to steam the AC system of the vehicles. And we find that that is a very eco-friendly way of cleaning inside the cars. We find that with car washing in Barbados and sometimes in the Greater Caribbean, cleaning really only happens on the outside. You vacuum inside the car, but it doesn't take away the stains and the mildew and the bacteria that's in the car. And the car can actually be dirtier than a toilet if you think about it, because your feet are constantly stepping on the mats and you don't do anything about it. But in your home, you vacuum and you mop. So we figured, well, we have to introduce something similar to that, but without destroying the interior of the vehicle, and steam was the way to go. Right? And that's where we invested into steaming, and hence the name Steam Boyz. Valets we normally take by appointment, because when we first started, we weren't doing appointments and the rush was too great. So we had to space out the cars that we were getting. So we started to do it by appointment. Valets, you normally bring them in the morning early, around 8:30. That's when we open. And you get them back at the close of day, which is around 5:30. Some persons opt to have someone to take them back home, whether a family member. But when you're making the appointment, you can also ask to be shuttled back to your place of abode, to your workplace. You can have those different options offered. Now, we're doing much more in terms of signage as the time goes past, but definitely graphic design and advertising, that background that I have has assisted me in getting the business to a higher level, as it were, in a short period of time. We have lots of clients from St. Philip, but the funny thing is, most of our clientele is not from St. Philip. Most of our clientele comes from Christchurch, St. Michael. Some come from all St. Lucie, St. James, just because of how we've been able to market the business and the services that we offer. And we try to do it in a very professional and consistent manner. I would really like to have 4 more, right? That would be the end goal for me, to expand the business that we have locations set throughout the island, that persons could get the same service that they get here right now in St. Philip. To be a mode of convenience, as it were, but to also carry car washing to the next level. As you see, we have the Steam Cafe. So I believe that we're the first car wash to have a canteen onto it in Barbados. So the business needs, the industry rather, needs to be respected more. It's just not some guys with some buckets. It's a viable business. And that's why I want to get persons to see it as. The first thing I will tell anyone is to have a passion. Have a passion for something that you love and something that you want to do. Do lots of research. It's better to measure 3 times and then cut once than measure once and cut 3 times. Always open your mind to the possibility of failure, because failure gives you the option to stand back up, to learn from your mistakes, and to make it happen the next time around. Despite the fact that we are living in hard economic times, don't let that be an excuse to not start a business. And that should be the prime reason why you should start a business, so you can gain some measure of control of your financial future. So I would advise anyone, if you have that drive, you're willing to work hard, sleepless nights sometimes, tears and pain, take it all on. It'll be worthwhile in the end.
So now you know where to get your first-class valet service done. More to come on Route 10.
Welcome back to Route 10. Whether it's ballroom, foxtrot, or a simple 2-step, dancing is very popular in Barbados, especially if you're at Q in the community. It's also a great way to exercise and socialize. Meet the Concordia Group.
The club is 15 years old. We do waltz, cha-cha, that's in Latin. In other words, we do classics, Latin, 3-step music, and line dance. The group was founded by past students of Princess Margaret School, but now we have members from all over the island and from all schools. We have over 100 members of this club. From 60-something until teenage. And we have a few little talks that we're going to bring on shortly. Dancing is a social grace. It's like eating with a knife and fork. And then is the benefit of exercise and socializing, a beautiful thing. This year we'll be having talks on health, talks on life, on different things, apart from dancing. And we socialize too, and we picnic and barbecue and all those things. Some people prefer bashment, some people like calypso, but there are others out there who like to know that they do a classical piece or a Latin piece, and they would gravitate towards those things rather than do bashment. But not bashing bashment, but some people like to know that they're dancing and do a social piece or a 3-step, what we call 1, 2, 3 music. Yeah. Well, this club does not go into like competition dancing. We just enjoy ourselves here and do our dancing, but we have not yet ventured or journeyed into the competition side. So awards, no, not yet. Maybe someday, under a new president or something, they might venture into that. Well, we find that, like in most clubs, men are in crisis. There's a few men we have, we hold on to. But in most clubs, you don't find men. But we like to get some men into the club now. Dancing is a beautiful thing, and we like to get some men join so we can enjoy the dancing. No, we don't have a Concordia group here, but we have some people who are interested in dance, and some come over to train with our instructors, and we train them in the classics and the Latin. Most young people like Latin, like the cha-cha-cha and the rumba and that kind of thing. And they will come up, but some graduation people would like to do a waltz at their graduation, so they just come and do a little waltz practice, and that's it. Dance is a beautiful thing. They learn to dance and hold a posture and do a dance is a graceful thing to do. I don't know how, another 5 years how we would be, but we're trying to encourage our young people to come in. And we're doing metal testing too. We just had a group who did a metal test, and they pre-bronze and bronze. We think we did a silver piece this year too, but we need to do some more of that. When the instructors come in from England, and we do our testing on the floor here at Princess Margaret. We plan to do some more testing later in the year or very early in the new year. I don't know how far we will get in another 5 years, but we'll continue to dance.
I have to start working on my two-step. We're still at the Crane Resort, and now we are going to my favorite bar, 1887, where our mixologist Carl Henry works. Carl, what's in store for us today?
This cocktail I'm going to make today, I'm going to make it with Mungay Black Barrel. I'm going to make it on the spot, right on the spot. First, I have rosemary. Rosemary, you know, you cook with rosemary. You can also make cocktails with rosemary. So first, I'm going to put in some rosemary. Then I'm going to get some fresh lime juice. Some fresh lime juice. I'm going to muddle the lime juice and the rosemary together for a bit. Get some of the oils out. Then I'm going to add 2 ounces of strawberry puree. 1 ounce of simple syrup. And the star product, the Mungay Black Barrel. I'm going to add 2 ounces just to keep it that way. Then I'm going to get my ice. While that is sitting. By the way, this cocktail, as I said, is on the spot. Just came up with the name Beautiful Sensation. And I'm going to give it a shake. This one should be lovely. Beautiful Sensation. I have to double strain it because we having the rosemary. So you have to double strain. Oh, what a beautiful color. And then I'm just going to top it up with some ginger beer, just for the cake. I garnish today with just simply strawberry, slice of strawberry. And there we have it. Beautiful Sensation.
Thank you, Carl. Always looking forward to your mixes, and I'm sure Vanessa is as well.
Of course, I always look forward for when Carl is on Route 10. So let's see what is coming up next week.
I'm from all over St. Philip, to be honest. I was born and raised between Bayfield and Marleyville, and now I live in Gemswick. And I also have family in Six Roads, so you're all over St. Philip.
I haven't been writing, I guess, for a very long time, because this is my first book.
My name is Kelly Michelle King, and the name of my business is KMK Spa.
But it's actually very beautiful seeing it from the ocean as well. People will actually be amazed at some of the places we see along here.
Well, that's the end of our show. Remember to follow us on Facebook, on Instagram, and Snapchat. To view this episode and previous episodes, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Until next week.
Goodbye.